Imagine this. You are sitting in a waiting room. The chairs are cold, the lights are bright, your hands are a little shaky, and in a few minutes, someone is going to walk through that door, look at you, and say, "Tell me about yourself." And your heart stops. Not because you are not smart, not because you are not ready, but because the words, the English words, they just disappear. I know that feeling. I have been there. And that is exactly why you are here today. Because today, we are going to fix that together. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to say in a job interview in English. You will understand real conversations. You will learn powerful vocabulary. You will practice speaking out loud. And tonight, yes, tonight, you can even fall asleep while your brain keeps learning. Softly. Yes, we are going to make English work even while you sleep. Welcome to Talking Abroad. I am Nova, and this is your English for real life. Hello and welcome. Whether this is your first time here or you come back every single day, I am so happy you are here. This channel, Talking Abroad, is for every person who has a dream that lives in another country. Maybe you want to work abroad. Maybe you want to study in another city. Maybe you just want to walk into any room anywhere in the world and speak English with confidence. Whatever your dream is, this is your place. My name is Nova, and I am going to be your English companion. Not your teacher who stands at a blackboard, not a robot reading sentences at you. Softly. We have enough of those already, don't we? I am going to be the friend who sits with you, explains things simply, makes you laugh a little, and helps you actually speak, not just understand, but speak. And today's topic is one of the most important things you will ever need English for. The job interview. Scary? Maybe. But after today, not anymore. Here is what we are going to do today. In Section 1, you will listen to a full job interview conversation in English. In Section 2, we will explore the most powerful vocabulary from that conversation. In Section 3, you will practice answering questions out loud, and I will help you. In Section 4, we will have a mindset moment, because speaking English is not just about words. In Section 5, we will do shadowing practice together. And finally, in our special sleep learning section, I will gently repeat everything while you rest. Ready? Let us begin. Now, listen carefully to this conversation. You will hear a job interview between two people. The interviewer's name is Daniel. He works at an international company in London. The candidate, the person applying for the job, her name is Layla. She moved from her home country 6 months ago. And today is her big day. Do not worry about understanding every single word right now. Just listen. Feel the flow. Feel the English. We will go deeper together after.
Good morning. Please, come in and have a seat.
Good morning. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here.
The pleasure is ours. So, Layla, let us start with something simple. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Of course. My name is Layla. I have a background in customer service and sales. I worked for 5 years at a telecommunications company back home where I managed a team of 8 people. I am very passionate about connecting with people and solving problems. And honestly, moving abroad has taught me so much about adaptability and communication.
That is wonderful. Adaptability is something we really value here. Now, can you tell me, why did you apply for this specific position?
I applied because this role matches exactly what I am good at and what I love doing. Your company has a reputation for innovation and for treating employees with respect. I want to grow professionally, and I believe this is the right environment for that growth.
I appreciate your honesty. Now, let me ask you something a little more challenging. Can you describe a time when you faced a difficult situation at work and how you handled it?
Yes, actually. At my previous job, we had a very important client who was extremely unhappy with our service. They were ready to cancel their contract. My manager asked me to handle the situation. I arranged a meeting with the client. I listened carefully to all of their concerns without interrupting. I acknowledged their frustration, and then I presented a clear action plan. Within 2 weeks, the situation was resolved. The client stayed with us for 3 more years.
That is a great example. You clearly have strong communication skills and emotional intelligence.
Thank you. I believe that listening is actually more important than talking, especially in difficult situations.
I completely agree. Now, and this is a question many candidates find difficult, what would you say is your biggest weakness?
That is always the tricky one, isn't it? Softly. I would say my biggest weakness is that sometimes I take on too much work because I find it hard to say no. I want to help everyone. But I have been actively working on this. I have started using a priority system so I can manage my workload better and still support my team without burning out.
That is a very mature and self-aware answer. I respect that.
Thank you. I think knowing your weaknesses is just as important as knowing your strengths.
Absolutely. So, Layla, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself in a senior role, ideally in management. I want to have built strong relationships within the team, contributed meaningfully to the company's growth, and continued developing my own skills. I am a long-term thinker. I do not just look for a job, I look for a home to grow in.
I love that phrase, a home to grow in. That says a lot about your character.
Thank you. I meant every word.
Layla, I have to say this has been a very impressive conversation. We will be in touch within the next 3 business days. Is there anything you would like to ask me?
Yes, actually. I would love to know, what does success look like for someone in this role in the first 90 days?
That is an excellent question. Most candidates do not ask that. In the first 90 days, we expect the new team member to build relationships, understand our systems, and handle at least 2 client accounts independently. We like people who take initiative, but also ask for help when they need it.
That sounds very achievable. I look forward to it.
Thank you so much for coming in today, Layla. It was a genuine pleasure.
The pleasure was entirely mine. Thank you, Daniel.
Did you feel that? Did you feel how Layla walked in nervous and walked out confident? That was not magic. That was preparation. That was the right words at the right time. And you just heard every single one of those words. Now let us make sure they stay with you forever. Okay, this is my favorite part. We are going to take the most powerful words and phrases from that conversation, and I am going to make sure you never forget them. Fuffly. I promise I will make this fun. Are you ready? Word 1, adaptability. Adaptability. A-D-A-P-T-A-B-I-L-I-T-Y. Adaptability. Adaptability. Adaptability means your ability to change and adjust when your situation changes. When life gives you something new, a new country, a new job, a new challenge, and you handle it well, that is adaptability. You know, when you move to a new place and suddenly had to figure out how the buses work, how people greet each other, why everyone drinks so much tea, and you figured it out, that is adaptability. Example 1, moving to a new country requires a lot of adaptability. Example 2, her adaptability impressed the whole team. Example 3, adaptability is one of the most valuable skills in today's world. Say it with me. Adaptability. 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 Beautiful. Word 2, reputation. 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 Your reputation is what other people think and say about you, or about a company, based on what you have done in the past. Think about it. When someone asks you, "Is that restaurant good?" and you say, "Oh yes, everyone goes there, the food is amazing," you are talking about their reputation. Example 1, this company has a reputation for treating employees well. Example 2, she built a strong reputation in her field over 10 years. Example 3, once you damage your reputation, it is very hard to repair. Say it with me. Reputation. 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 Word 3, acknowledge. 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 To acknowledge means to show that you have heard, seen, or understood something, especially someone's feelings. When someone is upset and you say, "I understand why you feel that way," you are acknowledging them. And this is one of the most powerful things you can do in English conversations, in interviews, in friendships, in any relationship. Example 1, she acknowledged the client's frustration before offering a solution. Example 2, it is important to acknowledge your mistakes. Example 3, he never acknowledged how hard she worked. That was a problem, awfully. Yes, acknowledge the people around you, my friend. Say it with me. Acknowledge. 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 Word 4, initiative. 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 Initiative means doing something because you decided to, without someone telling you to do it. You saw a problem. You fixed it. Nobody asked you. You just did it. That is initiative. And in job interviews, this word is gold. Every employer in the world wants someone who takes initiative. Example 1, she took initiative and organized the whole event by herself. Example 2, do not wait to be told. Take initiative. Example 3, his initiative impressed the manager from day 1. Say it with me. Initiative. 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 Word 5, burnout. Burnout. 2 words. Burn out. To burn out means to become completely exhausted, mentally and physically, because you have worked too hard for too long without enough rest. This is something I want you to know about, not just for English, but for your life. Burning out is real. It happens to the hardest workers, and it is okay to say, "I need to slow down." Example 1, she worked 80 hours a week and eventually burned out. Example 2, take breaks. Do not let yourself burn out. Example 3, after he burned out, he learned to set better boundaries. Say it with me. Burn out, burn out, burn out. Phrase 1, in touch, in touch. We will be in touch. To be in touch means to communicate with someone, to contact them, or to stay connected. When Daniel said we will be in touch, Layla smiled, because she knew that was a good sign. When they say nothing, that is also a sign. Sorry, that was honest. Example 1, we will be in touch within 3 business days. Example 2, stay in touch. Do not disappear after the interview. Example 3, I lost touch with my old colleagues when I moved abroad. Say it with me. In touch. In touch. In touch. Phrase 2, take initiative. Take initiative. We already learned the word. Now the phrase. Example 1, the best employees always take initiative. Example 2, do not wait for permission. Take initiative. Example 3, she took initiative and solved the problem before anyone noticed it. Say it with me. Take initiative. Take initiative. Take initiative. Now it is your turn. This is the part where you speak. Out loud. Yes, out loud. Warmly. I know. You feel a little shy. Maybe you are on the bus. Maybe your family is sleeping. Maybe your cat is judging you. It does not matter. Speak anyway. This is how your brain learns. I will ask you a question from the conversation. You answer out loud. Then I will give you the answer. Ready? Question 1. What was Layla's professional background? The answer, Layla had a background in customer service and sales. She worked for 5 years at a telecommunications company and managed a team of 8 people. Question 2. Why did Layla apply for this specific position? The answer, she applied because the role matched her skills and passion. She also liked the company's reputation for innovation and for treating employees with respect. Question 3. What difficult situation did Layla describe? The answer, she described a situation with an unhappy client who wanted to cancel their contract. Layla arranged a meeting, listened carefully, acknowledged their concerns, and presented an action plan. The client stayed for 3 more years. Question 4. What did Layla say was her biggest weakness? The answer, she said her biggest weakness was taking on too much work because she finds it hard to say no. But she explained she was actively working on it using a priority system. Question 5. What question did Layla ask Daniel at the end of the interview? The answer, she asked, what does success look like for someone in this role in the first 90 days? And Daniel said it was an excellent question. Question 6. What does the word acknowledge mean? The answer, to acknowledge means to show that you have heard or understood something, especially someone's feelings. Question 7. Use the word adaptability in a sentence about yourself. There is no wrong answer here. Any sentence is a good sentence. Maybe you said, living abroad has improved my adaptability. Or, I have always had strong adaptability. Both are perfect. You are doing so well. Keep going. Question 8. What does burnout mean, and how do you avoid it? The answer, burnout means becoming completely exhausted from working too hard for too long. You avoid it by taking regular breaks, setting limits on your work, and asking for help when you need it. You just completed the listen and answer section. Honestly, you should be proud of yourself. Most people skip this part. You did not. That is the difference. I want to stop for just a moment. And I want to talk to you, not as a teacher, as someone who understands. Learning English when it is not your first language is hard, really hard. And doing it while also trying to build a life, maybe in a new country, maybe with a new job, maybe far from your family, that takes a kind of courage that most people will never understand. But here is what I want you to know. The person who walks into that interview room and speaks, even imperfectly, is always more impressive than the person who stays home because they were afraid. Imperfect action beats perfect silence. Every time. You know, when Layla said her weakness was taking on too much, do you know what Daniel heard? He heard, she cares, she tries, she is honest, she is working on herself. He did not hear, she is weak. He heard, she is human. And humans who know themselves, they are the ones who grow. So the next time you are in an interview or any conversation and you make a grammar mistake or you forget a word or your accent comes through, do not stop. Do not apologize. Keep going. Because confidence is not about being perfect. Confidence is about continuing. Say this with me, out loud if you can. I am learning. I am growing. And I belong in every room I walk into. Say it again. I am learning. I am growing. And I belong in every room I walk into. Good. Now believe it. Welcome to shadowing practice. This is one of the most powerful techniques for improving your English pronunciation and fluency. Here is how it works. I will say a line from today's conversation. Then you repeat it out loud, trying to match the rhythm, the stress, the feeling. Not just the words, the feeling. Do not worry about being perfect. Focus on sounding natural. Let us begin. Good morning. Please come in and have a seat. Good morning. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here. I have a background in customer service and sales. I am very passionate about connecting with people and solving problems. Moving abroad has taught me so much about adaptability and communication. This company has a reputation for innovation and for treating employees with respect. I listened carefully to all of their concerns without interrupting. I acknowledged their frustration and then presented a clear action plan. I believe that listening is actually more important than talking. Sometimes I take on too much work because I find it hard to say no. I have been actively working on this. I do not just look for a job. I look for a home to grow in. What does success look like for someone in this role in the first 90 days? That is an excellent question. Most candidates do not ask that. Take breaks. Do not let yourself burn out. Imperfect action beats perfect silence. I am learning, I am growing, and I belong in every room I walk into. That was beautiful. Truly, every time you repeat these sentences, your brain builds a stronger connection to natural English. You are not memorizing. You are becoming. Now, are you ready for the final section? This one is special. Welcome to the sleep learning section of Talking Abroad. Find a comfortable position. You do not need to watch the screen anymore. Just listen. Let my voice come to you softly. We are going to gently review everything from today. All the vocabulary, all the sentences, all the feelings. You do not need to try hard. Just let the words wash over you. Your brain will do the rest. Adaptability. Adaptability means your ability to adjust when things change. Moving abroad requires a lot of adaptability. Reputation. Your reputation is what others think of you based on what you have done. This company has a reputation for treating people with respect. Acknowledge. To acknowledge means to show that you understand someone's feelings. She acknowledged the client's frustration before offering a solution. Initiative. Initiative means doing something without being asked. The best employees always take initiative. Burn out. To burn out means to become completely exhausted from working too hard. Take breaks. Do not let yourself burn out. In touch. To be in touch means to stay connected with someone. We will be in touch within 3 business days. And now, some sentences to carry with you into sleep. Good morning. It is a pleasure to be here. I have a background in customer service and sales. I am very passionate about connecting with people. Moving abroad has taught me so much. I believe that listening is more important than talking. I look for a home to grow in. Imperfect action beats perfect silence. I am learning. I am growing. And I belong in every room I walk into. You did something today that most people did not do. You showed up. You listened. You practiced. You grew. That is not small. That is everything. Rest now. Tomorrow you will be a little more ready, a little more confident, a little closer to the life you are building. Good night, and well done.